How and why started this? Well, we've started this together, and I just like to say my inspiration behind this have always been, the youth, the children, of our country, and of course the sport that sort of is something that I've been following since the age of 4. Whatever little I've achieved is all thanks to my martial arts background. Even on my films, if you've seen my films, I always, I've been doing action films for the past 4 years. I'm speaking like that. Yeah, so I'm very thankful that I've gotten whatever acceptance through this art. I credit it all to martial art. And ever since my first film came out, a lot of mothers, a lot of children, kept coming up to me, sir, आप कहाँ से सीखे, sir, where have you learned martial arts, who's your teacher, this and that. So I, didn't really have much of an answer. Where do you learn? So I used to train at the beach. I used to go to Juhu Beach, and it's not exactly the safest place for anybody to go and learn. And just I was lucky enough to get by, but so I kept thinking myself, yeah, someday when I sort of make it a little bit, when I was with the help of a few people, luckily I have 8K miles on board, so we're partnering in this gym, and luckily now I have a space to train in, and this space is available, and it's for the youth, it's for adults, it's for children. So very, very thankful that we've got such a great facility, and I think this is a one-of-a-kind facility here in Mumbai, India. So I think in India, can I say India? So very, very grateful that we have access to such a facility finally, and MMA being such an upcoming sport right now. Not only all over the world but in India as well. There's so much exposure, so much awareness in the sport. I think the time is right, and the time is right. That's okay.
What's that good? And how have you been associated with the sport? Well, I've been following the sport for a couple of years now, the sport as well as many of its athletes. And basically, since I started practicing the sport, I've noticed the biggest change in myself, which has made me want to take this further. MMA doesn't just help you physically, but it really helps you mentally. It's given me a drive and focus and discipline like nothing else. So that's my biggest reason behind it.
Before we move forward, I'd like to introduce Coach Alan here, who is the father of MMA in India, and he's the head coach of the gym. And of course, Sriram, who is the head of 8K miles, him and his dad. So a round of applause for them again. Thank you. That's our team. That's our team of trainers. Sorry, I didn't introduce you guys. That's our team of trainers. कुछ दिखाना है चलो
This is part of MMA matrix. I'm showing some exercises for matrix.
Wow.
पीछे ना अरे पीछे पीछे ना यार
क्या बात है very nice bro
क्यों मलिया बोलो
बाकी Thank you. Thank you so much. अभी वो फिल्म के लिए बचा है ना सर
Yeah, we actually do. Whenever he has time, I love training with him. This is our passion. We share the same passion.
बहुत मार खाता है उसने
No,
training from him.
that's not true. That maybe back in the day when we were much younger and I was much bigger and he was much smaller. But no, jokes apart. Whenever he has time, I love training with him. Because honestly, I find my motivation through him. He has been one of my biggest inspirations since we were kids. I would see him in school excelling as an athlete, and I always strive to be as good. I mean, if you're living with him every day and you're not inspired or motivated, something's wrong with you.
So how this facility is
I think I'll let Coach Alan or Shriram explain that.
Hi. So basically, everybody thinks when they see a cage, they see two people are going to get in and beat each other up. But the fact of the matter is, we at Matrix, we are training people to be fit. And not just fit, we are asking them to be fighting fit. So anybody who sees an athlete competing in a cage, if you see those guys' fitness levels, and imagine those same fitness levels traveling to lay people out there, there is no level of fitness that can match to that athlete's fitness. So that's how Matrix is going to be different. And believe me, this is just the beginning. We have lots more for you in store.
Sorry, sir?
You and your sister collaborating together. How often you train?
How often do we train together? Well, depending on my schedule. When I'm in town, she usually likes training in the evening. I'm more of a early, so I like training in mornings. But very rarely do we get the time to train together. But I think now that we have a facility that we both are going to go to, I think we'll probably together. But I said now that we have a facility that we both will go to, we'll probably end up training together a lot.
क्या टाइगर यहाँ पर कौन-कौन से कोर्सेज होंगे और कितना अफोर्डेबल रहेगा?
आप कोच एलन से पूछिएगा.
If we can tell.
Yeah, so all of our packages will be out there at the front desk. Before you go, please have a look what we are offering. But to give you a general idea, anybody can come and train here. Basically, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप fighting background से आएंगे तो ही हम आपको सिखाएंगे. अलग-अलग तरह के प्रोग्राम्स हैं, चाहे आप बॉक्सिंग वेट लॉस के लिए कर रहे हैं, चाहे आप बॉक्सिंग कंपटीशन के लिए कर रहे हैं, चाहे आप वेट ट्रेनिंग शेप में आने के लिए कर रहे हैं, चाहे मूवी के लिए कर रहे हैं, चाहे रैंप वॉक के लिए आप अपना फिगर बना रहे हैं. Every package is available here.
So my question is to both of you, like any advice for the women of India who actually neglect fitness, especially MMA being like women not too much into women. Like what would be the advice? Why should women do MMA?
I mean, out of my own experience, I have followed the sport for many years, but I just started practicing recently. It's really empowered me, it has definitely helped. More than me feeling confident in my physical capabilities, I'll stress on it, it really helps with your mental strength. And as a woman, it empowers you to feel that you have an upper hand to protect yourself anywhere in the world.
टाइगर आपका क्या कहना है कि मतलब would you like to propagate this throughout India or सिर्फ मुंबई तक ही आप इसको रखेंगे because you have immense.
Well, we'll see how the response is, for the first year at least, or the first 6 months, and then we'll take it from there. But the goal is, and I'd love to, share our art forms and share this gym and hopefully spread, the franchisee forward and take it forward, not just in Mumbai but all over India. So that's the goal eventually. So, yeah.
कृष्णा और हमें पहली बार इंटरेक्ट करने का चांस मिल रहा है. We used to see pictures around it. It was always a surprise कि आप किस तरह से सामने आए. Someone telling you probably act. Then why this a business venture and what do you plan for your future?
For me, when it comes to acting, I've always been very clear from the very beginning that that's not something that intrigues me. I'm not one to face the camera, as opposed to contrary belief. I'm a very private person. I like my own zone. I like being in my own space. I have a couple of friends that I've known for almost 20 years now, and it's just me and them in my own little bubble. Also, for me, I need to be super passionate about something. And if I'm not passionate about that one thing, I won't give it my 100%. And I'm a very competitive person, so I know if I don't give my 100% to something, I'm not going to be the best at it. And that's when I just refuse to do it.
Tiger, probably your mom is also associated with this. Aapki mom bhi is.
Yeah, she's definitely worked the hardest in, just getting this all together. And Mom, if you want to come up in front of the cameras. You want to come in? She's too shy. She did. I asked her. She doesn't want to come. Mommy, you don't want to come.
If you don't know where she is, she just has the juice. Find your camera.
Yeah.
Find her there.
Can we have a picture of her if she doesn't want to?
Yeah, she can come for it.
Tiger, I need a few words from you.
Very smart.
Yeah.
First of all, everyone, thank you so much for coming this evening. And thank you for always being there to support our family. We're very, very grateful to all of you. Please bless my children, this venture.
Thank you, Mama. Thank
together.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I just want to say that we're very proud to present this to Mumbai to begin with, and hopefully the rest of the country very soon. And we look forward to seeing many kids, many ladies, young women come and train with us and enjoy these facilities. Thank you.
टाइगर, ये साल फिल्मों को लेकर काफी अच्छा रहा आपके लिए. अगले साल आने वाला साल जो है उसके लिए आप
सर
कितने
एक ही फिल्म रिलीज हुई मेरी.
अच्छी काफी अच्छा बिजनेस किया. तो अगले साल आने वाली फिल्मों को लेकर कितने एक्साइटेड है?
बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड हूँ मैं, खासकर क्योंकि बहुत फॉर्चुनेट हूँ मैं कि मेरा एक लाइनअप स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर 2 को लेकर ऋतिक सर के साथ मुझे मौका मिला है काम करने को. वेरी एक्साइटेड विद दीज 2 बिग फिल्म्स एंड वेरी एक्साइटेड टू बी पार्ट ऑफ such big production houses for the first time. So very, very thankful. थोड़ा nervous भी हूँ मैं. So yeah, I'm very, very happy that Baghi 2 did well, but I think it'll be a tough act to follow for me. So fingers crossed, for both those films. Thank you.
आपसे जितनी बार भी इंटरव्यू हुआ है, आपने कहा है कि आप स्पाइडरमैन बनना चाहते हैं. तो उसके लिए क्या कोई बात आगे बढ़ पाई है? कोई ऑडिशंस के लिए आप जा पाए हैं?
उस बात को छेड़ नहीं रहा हूँ फिलहाल. बस यहाँ पे कोशिश कर रहा हूँ एक मुकाम बनाने के लिए. और वो तो चाइल्डहुड से एक सपना है, तो देखते हैं. आई डोंट नो. मैंने कहा है कई बार कि आई बी सेविंग देयर बजट, क्योंकि मुझे वायर्स और VFX की ज़रूरत नहीं, तो सेविंग देयर बजट नहीं होगी. But yeah, that's a dream. Yeah. I hope that comes true someday.
Sriram, sorry, question directed to you. Just wanted to know what is your thought process in this entire studio, and what's your contribution, anything that you'd like to know something about,
Well, I reside in the U.S. and I've got to say, what Ayesha and Alan, the team have created is up to par what we see with UFC and many of the big MMA leagues, MMA gyms in the United States. So for me, I just play a small part. I'm sort of like the cheerleader in the back. I just support them. I'm always here whenever they need, and I'm just happy to be part of a passionate, a very supportive team who has huge aspirations to make it huge in India. MMA Matrix, it's one of its kind in India, and it's the first of its kind in India.
Nimesh bhai, are you going to take this chain international?
Well, we'll try to be successful here first. I don't want to jump the ship, but our aspirations, we want to grow, we want to spread MMA all over India, and we're open for anybody, everybody. So definitely.
Tiger,
पहले ये तो चल जाए सर, उसके बाद
चल गया जहाँ जुड़ गए वो चल गया.
Thank you. Well, let's see. Fingers crossed. Thank you. That's also something in the back of my mind. काफी requests आए हैं already उसको लेकर. तो I don't know. Fingers crossed. I think right now my focus is on this and spreading martial arts and MMA as much as I can through this beautiful gym, and hopefully taking that forward. If my films continue to do well and the audiences continue to be kind, and if kids keep coming up and requesting me, eventually मैं एक dancing school भी खोलना चाहूँ. But I think there are so many great ones already, so who am I to really butt in there? Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Left.